Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. I'm just waking up really, really, really early because I went to bed really, really early. The thing about it is that some of these people want to try to talk hardcore or tough to me or gangster, and no, I'm not. I want everyone to know that I'm not ever. Like, I already made the video last night saying I'm cool with Scooter Beggins. So I'm not ever talking about Scooter Beggins when I'm talking about if I do talk about anybody else. And people aren't going to tell me or people aren't going to show me that they're going to run my name down in the ground in their mouth and then tell me not to comment or respond back, or they're going to, get into the things that are being done wrongly to me as well. So don't worry, I won't comment in your comments anymore. But not because you told me to, because I just don't care to. You know, I don't get where some of these people thought that they were, if y'all made your own little YouTube community, that's fine. But I think Ryan and his people represent Creek Squad. So if I'm a fan of Ryan Upchurch's and I want to be part of Creek Squad, until I get somebody sent from Ryan Upchurch himself saying I can't be, all the rest of you people that are just fucking with me, picking on me, uh-uh. No. And I'm sure if he knew the whole story from the beginning to the end, he wouldn't agree with it either. But Ryan's got a lot more important shit to do. That's why I've never tried to reach out to Ryan about any of this shit. It's all been bullshit. Everyone likes to call the other person a clout chaser, but yet everybody started because all these videos were being made about a guy in Kentucky who was talking shit and doing Ryan wrong, saying he was gonna potentially, threatening to do this and that, even though he never did it. I mean, still wasn't a cool thing at all. Sorry, I'm yawning. Like I said, I just woke up. I tell you what, I can't believe it. I wanted to see how much I could hurt and go through yesterday, so I only took one Subutex yesterday. Why am I bringing that up? Because I can't believe I did it, and because the two I had left to take for yesterday, I got this morning. So not only have I been on track with my medicine, hell, I'm right on freaking. I'm ahead. So it don't bother me no more. People calling me not sober or whatever, because I know it's not true. And like my doctor said, the only people that matters opinion, my family, my loved ones, people that matter to me, and hers. It don't matter what y'all's opinion on YouTube is. Yes, it was very unprofessional, sloppy, and amateur of me to get on a stream after being up as long as I had been and taken the medicine I had taken when I normally don't take it. I should have been more thoughtful, and perhaps if I was a little bit more attentive that night, I would have got off the stream as soon as I first started to get sleepy and tired, because I know I did scare some people. People think I forget everything. It's just that some things short term I have a bad memory about. Like I remember Mama Deerdorf calling me and everything, and I felt so bad about it. And I had to explain to her, no, I didn't OD. Like I told her, I said, no, I don't want you just to think I'm just saying it just to say it. I told her, like, I swear it's not what you think or whatever anybody else thinks. It's just a case of me staying up way too late and other things. And well, I told her I did appreciate her concern. I'm sorry that it happened, that I caused people to get upset. And then there's people, like Fusion, who he claims that he tried to help me during the early days. His form of help was just, trying to tell me to ignore it or whatever. But then sometime or another, Fusion, you got into it, and it wasn't because I started talking crap about you. And I didn't ever say anything about you until you made a video on me. But this is a chill stream, so I wanted to try to chill as I'm waking up. Oh, me. I don't know if that's going to work out. I've been manipulated by Seth. Been manipulated by Duster Omar through not even responding back half the time, just getting her text messages, making the video that shows all of them, even the one where I did reply back once and say, call me, I'm not on three-way or with anyone else on the phone. And then I said, wait, never mind, I just changed my mind. And that's because I had gotten an email, or not an email, text message screenshot of her saying something that was very telling. I don't come off as the smartest, but I like to try to come off smartly. And like I said yesterday, when I did that thing that wasn't confirmed, yeah, I mean, they're trying to say, oh, it's your true character or whatever. But I mean, come on, if you had some random guy who hides himself as best as he can on YouTube, has been making fun of you, harassing you, saying your grandpa's name, calling you a literal cow, an LOL cow, and all types of other shit. If you found out that person had been somebody that had done some time or whatever and had like a serious type of offense that would have been bad for the public or whatever, yeah, like I jumped at the chance to, because I thought the real deal was trying to help me because they said they were mad about the situation, that they were mad about Pox and some of these other people stirring up stuff, that they talked to me and, that they can't control what he does. And I understand that. I really do. Like, I know they can't, but they get along so well. They act like friends. So I don't see why if they really understood what he was doing was wrong, that is, or whether they really think that. That's why I'm unsure about the real deal. I don't know if you know, they've shown a lot of truth on their page and everything, and I understand why they like to stay anonymous. And I supposedly have their information and stuff, but I've never revealed it. Even after yesterday, even after him sending me that photo saying it'd be good to see, you get some revenge once in a while. And, and I hope he doesn't think that I'm breaking his trust by saying this, because we've talked one time that I have a hard time remembering, like I would most anythings that have happened in the also not distant but recent past. And I don't have any, like, I thought that they were doing a good thing by exposing these YouTubers that have lied about people, whether or not the people are liked or not. They were willing to tell the truth. And the truth is about me once and for final all is my name is blank, which you all now know thanks to other people other than me. They want to bring up the fact that when I was a minor and made this YouTube channel, they were able to trace down by getting my name off of Facebook, which maybe that's where they say is where I put my public name. So it's not doxing. Well, if that's the case, then wouldn't you also probably have a Facebook with a public name? So it's not doxing. And I didn't even have your name. So I didn't dox anything. So quit trying to say I did. You guys just wanted to mess with me hardcore last night, and you did. You did. You did a great job. Bravo. So I'm on the fence now about whether or not I'm going to handle something upcoming soon by myself, or ask to have this person who already agreed to help me, because I don't know what side they're on. I can't tell. Maybe they just don't want to appear that way to Fusion and the others. And if so, then people are saying I'm making an idiot by talking about it on here. But I have to talk about it and broadcast it and get it on record, recorded, even if I make this video private, because there is going to be a record of all this stuff. Something happens to me, somebody can find it. This all really originally started, but of course didn't start and continue. It had to wait for a little bit of a while, feed little bits of false stuff here or there obscuredly. And then when I grabbed hold of it, or I made mistakes or whatever, I was being watched, then they started to use those reasons, honest mistake reasons and so forth, to guilt trip me. So then I started my series of apology, sincerely apologizing to everybody. The one thing I did do that I'm ashamed of doing is I did wish on 4 people who really, really picked and poked and prodded and and got underneath my skin so bad were 4 people I wished cancer on. And I'm sorry I did it, but let's be intellectual and spiritually correct here. Number one, I'm not a hoodoo or voodoo practitioner. Therefore, I can't make you get an illness. Even if I maybe believed that I could, doesn't mean that I can either. And also, there's an old phrase that you can wish in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up faster. And there's a reason that phrase is around, because wishing has no power. Spiritually speaking, it has no power. If you believe in God and you're not an atheist, and you know anyone's negative wishes are made out of a bad or reason made because you hurt them and they're too hurt to want to turn the other cheek. You know, I tried metaphorically turning the other cheek several times and moments here online. I tried so hard. I'm still trying by telling people I'm going to pray for them and stuff. Do you know how hard it is to say that back to somebody who's disrespected your dead grandmother, or who's disrespected and actually offended your sensibilities by trying to act like they're smarter and you're just an idiot that is insane? Do you know how hard that is? Do you have any idea for me how hard that is? It is very hard. But I've been doing a phenomenal job from the loved ones of mine that do watch this. Mr. Fusion can say all he wants that I don't. And I know most of you in here just screen recording the 5 of you. That's cool. But Mr. Fusion, it's really not cool. It's basically an example of cyber stalking, because if these 5 people in here truly cared and wanted to be here and like me, they would say hi or something. But no, they're not. They're just going to, tell someone else or screen record or whatever, and trying to keep stirring stuff up by saying I'm making a bunch of lies. I am speaking 100% from my heart right now, just when I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning, almost going on 4 o'clock. So if you think I'm lying, well, as the good Lord says, I'll pray for you. If anything, I've unwittingly caused Mr. Fusion to hide his identity even more. And from what I've been told, if he's used a fake name on this email and everything else, so he really is trying to be a professional troll. But and this is just my opinion, he thinks he's a Scooter Beggins like protege or whatever in the making. And yeah, his channel's monetized. So that means he's literally, through the loophole of the disclaimer on the channel, making monetized videos about making fun of me and calls it entertainment, which is basically a clear violation of the terms of service of YouTube, and is a clear violation, just come on its face morally, if you want to talk straight talk. Don't give me this freedom of speech or this or that. Call it what it is. It is monetizing sadness, literally. And for someone who loves to throw around and probably get the rumor thrown around that I'm a non-working son of a bitch, they're trying really hard to make a new Durkee out of me. Their own words. And a new LOL cow that makes them money on YouTube. Well, let's see how much money you can get. How many monetized videos you're gonna make? Yeah, show everybody I'm right. Go ahead, make a bunch of videos on me. Do you think I'm going to care after what I said with my psychiatrist yesterday? I may have played a little bit of an act last night. No, I did. I was genuine when I texted you privately how all this should have been handled, like Katana said the other day in the screenshots I got sent, how anything in the community needs to be handled private. So I'm not a part of the community. I'm a part of your community's content, you fucking liar. Katana wants things in the community to be held privately so Square don't get no ammunition. Don't y'all realize that? So I don't get no hypocriticalness caught on film or screenshot. And no, I wasn't stalking you, Katana. Those screenshots were sent to me by somebody who felt to send them to me. I believe her name is Duster, and she won't stop texting me. It's kind of obsessive, and I'm a little bit scared at this point, even though she is a woman. Well, let me be politically correct. As far as I know, she's a woman. I finally decided to look at MC Llama's bids. Hell, me even got on to him. Me says he tried to help me. No, what you guys mean when you say you tried to help me is you tried to get me to accept your sense of street YouTube rules and trolling rules and how to go about things, handle things. And I'm not like that, you know. I don't keep my identity hidden so I can talk all this big bad shit behind a computer and you know, try to make somebody younger than you who's got issues been fucked with by everybody and their mother without trying to be disrespectfully speaking, saying things and humiliating me, and then you want to come on there and add some more to it. What? Because I commented something that was positive? Well, I'm sorry. You got it. I'll stay out your comments for sure. But not because you told me to. Like, what do you think this is? Threatened to? All of you guys are hypocrites. You're violating all your community guidelines. Your real community guidelines, not your fantasy in your head community. Mr. Fusion, or who was not Mr. Fusion, MC asked me about what is fantasy from reality. I think you need to ask a lot of people this on here. You know, that may be how you do things with a certain group of people that you hang out with. That may be your style. And if so, I respect it. I don't have anything against it. Do not take these words in this video to mean disrespectful or me throwing shade at you, because that's not what it is. These words and what I'm saying and explaining and trying to get across to you is just the fact that I'm not that type of person. Yeah, I'm a square. I'm a, a state republic, unfortunately, United States citizen. I only say unfortunately because of the legal thing that is supposedly argued about that. And I'm not too much of a genius or too much of an arrogant person to say I've got all the answers, but I do love our country. I love America. I'm very patriotic. I'm very much to the Constitution and old founding father viewpoints. It's one of the reasons why I'm a part of what I am, because the founding fathers were, and they were some of the greatest minds to be known around here at this time. And they truly fought to make this country a better place. And, I just know that they are so sad if they are able to witness what is going on right now in the country. They must be so sad. Like, people think I'm a crybaby. I bet they're weeping in sadness at the state of our country right now. Like, and all of you that watch these videos, regardless of whose side, whose team, whose friends that you're on, who you like, who you don't like, you can't disagree with what I just said. If you do, then you live in La La Land. You literally do. Our country is the worst it has probably been in a long time. It is fastly heading towards, and I know some people are going to say, oh, well, you're just saying the obvious that a lot of other people say. What are you going to do about it? It's going to happen regardless. Just get ready for it, brother. No, no, no. It's not going to happen regardless. It has to happen by consent. All these people you see on TV and stuff committing all this violence recently and stuff, this is being done by their willful consent. Yes, part of it has been influenced or what have you, but it can be broken. They don't have to be that way. We don't have to accept things as that way. The moment we start accepting things as the new norm, that's when they become it. I just got insurance, Medicaid, what have you, a government assisted medical insurance because I need it, especially now that I'm unemployed, have no car, and there's really no work within 15 miles of me. Let's say that I all of a sudden got a job and stuff that had benefits and stuff. Yeah, that would be great, and I would much rather have that. And that's what I'm going after. You think I'm stopping my career journey or plans to go to school or anything just because I got health insurance and stuff? Like, no, I don't draw a check. But I even have some of my own relatives and my doctor even advising that I should still get that checked out, because the last time that I did think about getting disability, at least even just part-time disability, so I could work part-time, and that's still an option. I'm being told by my family and doctor that I need to call this one certain lawyer and get that looked into because they always get it taken care of. That's what I'm saying. You guys like manipulate me and stuff. You really don't understand that technically, um, and I don't like admitting it. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just the social thing. I didn't grow up thinking this was ever going to be my life. I grew up thinking I was going to try to live a normal life, but that I'm partially handicapped. Most people don't know that when I drove for Lyft, I had handicap tags. And no, it's not because my grandpa owned the vehicle or was in his name. It's because I qualified for the handicap tags. People just, people are mean, man. They don't care how mean they are to you. They don't care how kind-hearted or childlike you are in your soul. Yeah, I'm an adult, sure. But do I sometimes act like a child or come across like that? Maybe to some people because they feel it in my energy with how my soul is. I have the innocence like that. Like I'm not somebody who hurts people. I'm not somebody who robs from people. I've never sold drugs in my life. I've taken drugs, yeah, but I've never sold them. I've never beat anybody up. I've never fought back with anybody unless they hit me first. I live as righteously as a man born with original sin could possibly live, I think. And I'm not just tooting my own horn. Like, I mean, my mental health keeps getting affected so bad. I will eventually have to unplug and just get used to the fact, even though it's hard for me to use YouTube for my shows and stuff without having a channel. And I may still run across videos about me, even if I unsubscribe from all the people. But just the fact that I know in my head that they can be out there, it makes me neurotic all the time. It makes me feel on edge. It makes me feel humiliated. It makes me feel less of a human being. It makes me feel like I'm trash. It makes me feel like that I'm completely and utterly ruined reputation on YouTube online wise. It makes me feel like that. And none of them give a shit. And when I say them, I'm talking about Fusion, MC, the people that comment, mean stuff, um, the troll accounts with pictures of me from rehab and pictures of me in my bed. Oh, and MC saying that I never get out of my bed or make it is complete horse shit. He was right about one thing. I'm a follower of Jordan Peterson. You're damn right I get out of bed every day. It's like one of the first things I do along with making it. But my form of making it is custom in the sense that there are things I leave on my bed. My bed doesn't look nice, neat, and without stuff on it. You know why? Because I moved into a much smaller living space with a lot of stuff. And I'm still going through what I'm trying to keep and what I'm getting rid of. And so for the time being, I've got some things on my bed, but they're at the part of my bed where I don't sleep. And once again, none of this shit is any of your business. I'm smoking on some concentrate this morning because I woke up shaking. I had such a bad dream. But it was one of those dreams where I knew I was just being subjected to my subconscious because when I woke up, like, I felt home being that I was awake. And, I got up and I got a hold of myself and I just calmed down. And I haven't felt the need to take a pill or anything yet. And I just cannot believe that I managed to get so tired last night because I remember my leg hurting. But as I was saying, what I was saying is that, you know, I had felt like, and I could tell, I knew that this was all a dream from this dream. When I look back to last night specifically, like, these people care more about the fact that I did some stuff already, you know, but then I crossed the line just a little bit again by telling them how I feel or whatever. And now I've done some other transgressions and stuff. A lot of the things that some say that I did, I never did. I've got screenshots of Mr. Fusion saying to Duster that it's true. And Mr. Fusion and the real deal, well, okay, no, let me say this. Not Mr. Fusion, but the real deal's been acting that, like we're cool and they're friends, him and his wife. They've been real nice to me. I haven't revealed who they are or nothing. I'm not going to because that would be wrong. Not only wrong, it would be illegal in some ways and areas, or at least civilly liable in some areas or ways. And I don't want that. I don't want to do that to anybody, guys. I don't even want to do that to someone that bullies me anymore. That little short thing yesterday, yeah, I got riled up and I gotta quit doing that. But, you know, real deal and the screenshots I get show like real deal and fusion are cool. So that's what I don't understand about why real deal would send me that sort of like give me
give me the means, but put an asterisk at the very end of things. And so I mention them, and then, you know, I get told what my gut was telling me, which was, I didn't listen to my gut either. So maybe it is my fault. I don't get it. I don't know. But either way, they know why I done it, and that's because Fusion, his other friend or whatever, and it's not that I'm telling people that they can't be friends with who they want to, but hell, I'm thinking that I'm making friends with people, and they're really friends with people who don't consider me a friend, but consider me a freaking internet LOL cow. And then I'm talking to others who are acting like we are friends up until the day they finally explain or say how we're not, you know, just because they can, because this is life, you know. It's just, it's starting to get maddening for me. And the more it seems like that I try to focus or make a true crime stream or a chill stream or something, shit just goes south, y'all. Like I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make a negative stream this morning, but I gotta vent about some things, and I need some people to vent to. And I know some of y'all really don't give a shit that are probably in here. You just in here because you love the show or whatever. Because it's just like it's just like I was told on the phone. And not, of course, with the same people or whatever. But so I'm not blaming, who or nothing. But they're making me into the next JG or something, like I'm some train wreck. And my life's not going to be a train wreck. Fusion says, how can I say this or this or that? Because I know, and I'm not getting into it on YouTube. Okay? And you can either take that as a big, fat, deflective lie, or you could take that as me being willfully resistant to share all the information regarding X, Y, or Z. Because number one, you're not my friend. Number two, you're not part of my family. Number three, you're not part of any group that I belong to, as far as I know. And number four, because you have literally misused, made fun of, abused, and fucked with me here online to the point of driving me utterly bananas sometimes. Like, bravo, man. And you want to say that I'm being hypocritical for saying you have karma coming. Look, we all have karma coming, good or for worse. But I guarantee you, yes, even though I may have karma coming, it doesn't mean it's going to be the same as yours, pal. I've got a lot of good stuff coming my way, and I do have some, 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 some mess ups. It's true, and I'm sure I'll pay for those too. Uh, I do believe in karma as a second set of principles or what have you. It's just sort of a law of the universe or the spiritual realm, what have you. See, my mom always believed in karma, but she never would willingly try to go out of her way to do something to somebody else, just like I don't. And I don't think she had negative karma unless, you count or look at the other alternative karmatic theories that go beyond the current life, which I'm not so certain I believe in. At this point, I'm saying I don't. Uh, you know, Sometimes bad things or bad people come across good people and do them harm. Sometimes it just happens. There is the random factor, the come across, because we're all in a sea of other people or other eyes and accounts and ears and hands here online. And sooner or later, you're going to run across one that's got a APD type personality. Disclaimer, I am not a medical professional. Please contact your local medical professional or nearest one for professional advice. This is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only, not to be taken literally. End of disclaimer. I got to make sure I put disclaimers all in my vids because that's exactly what, it just, it's just maddening, man. But like I said, I was about over it, and then they come off with something new, and they just seem to prove me wrong again or make me look weak because I get upset and I do this or that, and I wish that I hadn't done that or this or that or this or any of it. I wish I had never made a channel. People underestimate how that's said. They probably take it very lightly. But I literally wish I could transplant a kidney or something to somebody in need to reverse the time back I've spent on YouTube because I regret it. But I would literally give up an organ to somebody that needs it. A part of an organ, whatever, a leg, an arm, anything. Because I'm a nice person and I have a giving heart by nature, and I'm not an evil person, and I'm not even a troll. I don't want to be a troll, and I don't think I deserve to be a troll's target. But no matter how many times I've said that, or tried to show it, or tried to explain it, or tried to get other people's attention and help, or tried to explain what real stuff I face challengingly from a mental standpoint, they still don't care. None of it matters. I might as well just be a young in the head, but adult by age individual, and they don't care. I mean, that's a fact, anyways, if you go by just from the past times that I was in active addiction and the way the brain develops. That's a fact already, in some ways. But the mental part of it combined, come on. Yet they still continue to decide to make me a target. And just so I can say here, I want to say, man, shout out to Scooter Beggins, man. And I ain't saying that because they all like him or they all like the same either. I'm saying that because I individually like the guy. He's talked to me one on one. He's been real with me. Hell, that man's offered his own house to me. And do you think that I'd like saying no to that? Because I genuinely would just like to go. Hell, not just for the, well, at this point it would be like a re-lesson uh, part of health, but I would probably focus on some more social issues and group and stuff than anything. But I would go just to meet the guy, just to get to know what kind of person he is, because I like him, I respect him, even if I don't agree with everything or whatever he's done or has to do or will do or puts in his videos sometimes, I still respect the guy. And he somehow can still, and maybe secretly he don't respect me and he just acts like that way to me. I'm not saying he does. I'm just saying that he could. And I could be looking like a fool right now by saying what I'm saying. But I think he respects me. I mean, I told him straight up that I'm going to prove to him um, through undeniable documents, even if I have to send them to him non-redacted, which I'm not worried about sending them to him non-redacted because if he released them, he could always, he not always could, he would redact them. So, like, you know, I like Scooter Beggins. I like him. And so since I'm currently in a, like I told my doctor now, I'm under random monitoring. And I did all that just because of the um, judgment, just because of the false things assumed about me and said and everything else. I decided to put myself and ask for, now think about it, for the past 2 years, I have not been tested or anything since I've been back home because they've trusted me. But now I have out of the blue, according to them, but really not out the blue because they know about what's going on here. I have asked for some time or another to get a phone call. It could be the rest of this month. It could be next month. It could be next month. It could be any time. I have no idea. And I'll have less than 30 minutes to get my tail up there and to get my blood drawn and to bring all my medicine and have it checked. And when that report comes back and I put it out there for you all to see, if you still call me this or this or that, that's on you, on your own inaccurate sense of what the world's medical definition is of active addiction. Because I just spoke with somebody who's been through the college, who's got the degree. We had more than longer of an appointment yesterday just for me. They even are going to be doing more hypnotherapy sessions for me now, especially since now they're completely certified. They've been finished with their training, but now they've actually got their official certification. And they're doing them and giving them to me for free. They could charge me now, but now they're not still yet. Or no, they are going to charge my insurance. Excuse me, I forgot. And I told them they could. But if I didn't have insurance, they wouldn't charge me for them. Because when I didn't, up until just here recently, they didn't charge me for them. Now, if that ain't somebody, a doctor who cares about me, and that's not a quack, then I don't know what else to say to y'all. I can't prove nothing to you anyways, then if you still say something negative even after I bring what I've promised to bring. Like, I mean, I get it to some people, it's ridiculous to seem to care about what others are saying or thinking online who, number one, aren't in your life. Number two, they don't help you with anything in your life. Number three, they don't really give a shit about you. And well, I'm not going to say that about every single person, but most of them. And number five, they don't, like I said, they're not in my real life. They don't help pay my bills or anything. They don't know anything about me, really. They just think they do through some videos and stuff, uh, and some actions that were based on things I were told to be manipulated by. Like, really? Okay. But, that's all right because at least everybody who does matter understands and has been told. That's all that matters. I ain't got nothing. Literally, I don't have no worries. And, if it turns out that the timing is right and I can end up changing my mind and it's good for Mr. Scooter and he's still up for it and he thinks I could benefit still yet from another second type of visit up to the Northeast, I will take him up on his offer and I'll go up there. You can mark it down that I said it. I just definitely can't do it right now. Um, but I would just go do it just out of respect for him, for how he has been towards me offline and stuff, and just a bunch of different reasons. So that's why I say shout out to Scooter Beggins. I don't say it because of a group thing or because of other people doing it and trying to get their respect or their admiration, all of the reasons that people may think. No, I'm saying it because of how he interacted with me. And that's something probably a lot of you can never get now, including some of you who have had the chance to interact with me and stuff. Uh, because, yeah, people can change, but I don't know if I would really care or not if some of the people right now that have been acting the way they are do change. And that may sound cold and whatever, and it may in fact actually be cold or whatever, but that's just how I feel, and I can't help how I feel. I mean, I just feel that way, and I just cannot help it. And I get that they'll make the argument, well, the same can be said about me. Well, I'm not so sure. I haven't went to the extent to do anything like others have done. But, you know, they'll argue back, of course. That's all they can do. So, crap, I can't believe I just spilled isopropyl alcohol. Gotta be careful because that shit could start a fire in no time. Yeah, you know what? I don't need you guys. I don't trust some guy. Like, that's funny though. I can't. The do you guys, y'all make it to where that I can't block you? How do y'all do that? That means see, I've dealt with serious hackers before when I was younger. So much so that the federal government got involved. So, if you want to bring in some serious hackers, go right ahead because I know just how to deal with y'all because y'all literally show up in my chat and I can't even delete the comments or block the people. I'm going to have to go to my YouTube and it's not going to be a guarantee that I can on there either. Oh wait, never mind. I'm sorry. The StreamYard thing was messed up to where I couldn't block them, but now they're blocked. I'm taking up early. Yeah, Brownie was having dreams. He was over here making noises in his sleep when I first woke up. I knew dogs dreamed. I just never thought I'd see my baby dreaming. Yeah, he was dreaming about chasing something good or something. He was moving in his sleep, making noises and the whole 9 yards. Uh, what's on the agenda today? Today being Saturday, I don't know. Not much. I'm probably about to work on a project that I've got to start on ASAP and trying to get it in the starting stage by today and start to get it in the finishing stages by tomorrow so that come on Monday I can get it taken care of. Other than that, the order of the day is going to be relaxing and or helping to do whatever I can do for the people around me and close to me, neighbors, what have you. And not worry about anything that goes on online. You guys may think you won the battle, and in a way you kind of did. There's no doubt about that. I gotta be honest, but you haven't won the so-called war. I'm looking better on that front. Just saying. Anyways, everybody have a good morning. Take care. Peace and blessings. Y'all have a great day. The next stream will be something related on a different topic. Please bring no drama. Have a good one.